Stealing Christmas is a really good film. This was released in 2003. It's directed by Greg Champion and it's written by Lloyd Lucky Gold. And we have a cast including Tony Danza, Lea Thompson, Angela Goethals, and Betty White. And the story focuses on a character called Jack Clayton, played by Tony Danza. And at the start of the film, we see him committing a crime and he goes on the run and he happens to be dressed as Santa Claus. And when he arrives in this small town, one thing leads to another. It seems a little forced, I will admit. The beginning of the film seemed a little bit too convenient, too many things happening at the right time. Well, one thing happening, really. But after that, the rest of the narrative is beautifully written. And he ends up becoming this town's local Santa Claus. And he's a very likable character. Pretty much from the point when he became the Santa Claus, he became really likable, and it's all about him potentially realizing the error of his ways, but that doesn't necessarily mean that everything is going to be plain sailing. And I'll say no more than that about it, but I really thoroughly enjoyed this. The narrative was, for the most part, very well written. The pacing was great, but also not a lot happened, which sounds contradictory, but I just always felt like we were moving forward with the narrative, even though not a lot was happening. It is mostly about the character and the character journey, and I really liked the character. I thought that he was really, really likable, very well written, and the performance is really great. All of the performances are great. Betty White was wonderful. I really thoroughly enjoyed her in this, and the store. She has this store with a train in it, and there are a lot of Christmas decorations in that store. We do have obviously a lot of Christmas things. We have Santa Claus. We have a lot of lights, beautiful Christmas lights, and a little bit of Christmas music. It's not overabundant, so if you like your Christmas films to be a little bit more subtle and not over the top, then Stealing Christmas is a good one to go with. Great narrative, great characters, really brilliant performances, a nice amount of Christmas, and it's heartwarming. I think there are some great messages in this, and ultimately, I really enjoyed it. If you're looking for a Christmas story with a really solid narrative and some great characters and performances, then Stealing Christmas is one that I am very happy to recommend. I think it's definitely worth watching.